Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 7 and on. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. Skip to verse 7. Surely oppression makes a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit than the proud in spirit. There we go. A wise man is going to be patient in his spirit. The books in the scriptures that they show you once again that what is the wise man, what is wise, and ultimately when you go into Solomon, he had everything, and so basically when he ends the book of Ecclesiastes, I believe one of the last books he made, probably it could have been or not, maybe not, but the book of Ecclesiastes once again means the preacher. Solomon ends the book with fearing the Lord, keeping his commandments. This is the whole duty of man. Really, that's where the whole that's really where you get fulfilled. To say all that to close out with that subject. That's the whole duty of man there. It's not and they say it all the time, but those who always say it, they don't use the scriptures though to fully edify the point. Okay, you can think that another amount of money is going to fulfill you, or another woman may fulfill you, or another or you can think that some more meaningless sex is going to fulfill you. A certain fine-looking woman or whatever, but that's not what fulfills you. Solomon there had more women than any man on this earth could ever have. He had 1,000 wives, okay? No man has that amount of women like that today. I can't name one. You won't be able to show me one. So who would have known anything more than Solomon there? Who is Yahushua, who came as a lowly man when he was here in the flesh to get crucified and pay for his sins when he was Solomon? And he had all the money. Who would have known more than him? And even he decided to say that. He came to the conclusion, because he explored life and what its meaning was. That was the whole point of the Ecclesiastes. To find the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? Why are we under the sun? What's the purpose of it? You can find that in Ecclesiastes and in many other books like Ezra. Ezra also was trying to find the meaning of life, the meaning of what it means to be here. And they both came to the same conclusion. And Ezra, the angel Uriel tells Ezra to battle this flesh, to defeat this flesh, to battle this flesh, be in this flesh, and but still continue to stand firm. In Ecclesiastes, it tells you, fear the Lord, keep His commandments. So that was the whole duty of man. So going to end that subject of that wisdom, and it may hurt. Wisdom does hurt. It hurts in the flesh to be seeking the Lord, because you lose things, and you get in this flesh. It makes you it's weak. But once again, you gotta remember, man. That's the whole point, though. That's the whole point. That's right there. That's even that, though. Even when you're least moments and seeking the Lord, to the elect out there, hopefully elect out there. That's your. That's where what makes you shine. That's what makes you get fulfilled there. Your purpose there. Not any amount of fame and praise or amount of money in your bank account is going to fulfill the elect. But going back to the prophecy and the things that's going to take place upon down here on the earth in Babylon. 2nd Ezra 16 verse. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Yeah, the Lord's going to get ready to cut off 2/3 of Israel, 2/3 of the people on this sun, the tribes on this sun here. Because ultimately, to get to our kingdom, that's what's going to have to take place first. Second Ezra 15 and 42, and they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood, and grass of the meadows and their corn, and they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. Babylon is America today. And they shall come up to her and besiege her, and the star there is going into mysteries. Ezra here was using the star to describe mysteries. And all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and the smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. And there's still going to be people in those times of Jacob's trouble that's not of the elect that's going to be mourning for the current state of Babylon. I remember when the brother had a dream, vision. It was this brother's actually. It was a brother. He had a dream that a woman was holding nails. She was crying for the old ways of Babylon. See, because those are going to be people that's going to be holding on to still onto the old ways of Babylon. So we're lucky and fortunate enough if we have this truth, because we see the end result of all this. Once again, that's also why it's good to be in the spirit of mourning and losing things. So when that time comes, you're not going to be like in straits, panicking, anxiety hitting you. You might see maybe family members, or see them on the news getting killed there. or a bomb that was shot in that area, near where a lot of your family members live near. Especially if you're newer to this faith and haven't been supping as much with the Lord as brothers that's been in this thing, getting prepared. That's where the preparation time is right now. It's supposed to be happening now. Just like the elites, they're preparing right now to destroy these 12 tribes up here, even the elect. So what are we doing to prepare? Well, it's not no physical preparation. We're not out here doing military drills and trying to do any of that. That's foolishness. We're out here. We're up here on a day-to-day, daily basis, preparing spiritually through the Spirit. We are prepared spiritually. Watching the videos, making sure our faith is kept up, trying to offend less. You're still going to offend every day, but offending less is the key. So offending less is the key. Because these things here in the book of Ezra 15, book of Ezra 6, chapter 16, 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16, we're close to that time approaching. We believe this. Isaiah 33 and 6. Isaiah 32 and 6. Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. And that's what's going to be our treasure, man. Don't get in the spirit of missing out, like you're missing out in this faith. That's a demon that hits me sometimes. We're not missing out on anything right now. This is temporal. Jake may be out here having a good time out here. You gotta keep in the mindset of checking yourself and being like, well, what's he building up in his spiritual bank account towards the Lord, Yahweh Shai, so that when the time comes, he can be looked out for. Because as long as you're here on this earth, you could be touched. Some get touched. By touched, I mean in fucked up situations. Very low predicaments. And we don't want to have to see that side, experience that side of things. Jeremiah 'cause this is Ezekiel 33 and 6. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, the blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And we hope to be able to get saved out of those times. Because it says here in Lamentations. Okay, this was Jeremiah who wrote this book. And He was describing the things that he was seeing in that time when Babylon came in, that Nebuchadnezzar leading the charge to destroy the southern kingdom. This is Lamentations, 4th chapter, verse. Lamentations 4, verse 6. 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away stricken true, for want of the fruits of the field come. He was describing famine. He was seeing famine in 70 AD. You have an account of a woman that cooked her children, or her only child, her only male son. He was still a baby. And this is Psalm 90. Psalm 90 here. Psalm 90 in verse. Psalm 91 in verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. And Lord willing, if we're here as the elect, the hopeful elect, we're not going to be those that's fallen on one of the elect's left or right hand, right side. Trump out here, he's not going to hold back. Next year is going to be worse than this year. The year after that's going to be worse than that year. We believe we're in that time where the Lord is going to start uplifting that his full force. Why? Because he's going to keep his word, and he's going to fulfill the prophecies that's written in this book right here. Revelation 12 and 12. Let's see this one. We always bring this out because this is going to happen soon. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. The heavens is here on earth. That's one heaven. The second heaven is space. And the third one in the spiritual world. Woe to the inhabitants of this earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he's going to have but a short time. And when the dragon, this is Esau, he's in power right now, by the way. This is going to be Esau that's going to also lead charge and speedily execute these things to fulfill prophecy through the Spirit of the Lord, though. Because this is by the word of the Lord that this is going to be fulfilled. Having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. Revelation 12 and verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, he persecuted a woman which brought forth the man-child. So what's the truth? We're spiritually about to give birth unto the Savior, the Messiah, the new Jerusalem. Esau sees that, so before that we can fully bring that he's a pass, he's going to have to shut his word down. Because too many Israelites are waking up. Esau doesn't want all of the elect to wake up yet. Because he's been having us blinded. Daniel 12 and 1 on down, it says, such as never was. It says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time. And we're close to that time. Which people ain't going to speak about. only the elect that's going to speak on it. And we're going to believe it wholeheartedly. So I'll close out with 2 Edges 15 and verse 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That black horse, just before the MOTB comes to pass, Lord willing. That's how I'm a predictor. This is the spirit what I believe is going to happen. And then that black horse is going to come back again, because the MOTB is going to reset things, and then it's going to die down again once Russia or whatever nation, China, shoots the first missile here to fully proclaim the third war. Second Edges 16 and verse 33. The virgin shall mourn having no bridegroom, the woman shall mourn having no husband, their daughters shall mourn having no helper. To these proud women, there's going to be no man to help you eventually. It's all going to be by the will of the Lord. That certain women are going to have mercy. Israelite women, by the way. In order. 34, in the wars, okay, because the third war is going to happen. It's in Revelation 11 and 14. The third war shall come quickly. In the war shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Once again, that famine we just described, a precept to that in that Lamentations. Famine is going to happen. War is going to happen. Warning is coming out. It's going out here. We're here to warn. These things are going to happen. We're not just up here to promote ourselves. We don't do that. We don't do that. Esau does that, and the celebrities go and do that. But we're up here to promote really our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Bashmi outside. His words, his message as his ambassadors. What does an ambassador go and do? He goes to another nation to represent his nation. We're representing the nation, which is the heavenly nation, the nation of Israel. The whole gist of it is we've been cursed. We got fucked up. We fell from our heritage. Jeremiah 17 and 4. The Lord said we would fall from our heritage. He was going to curse us. We already fulfilled the blessings. And we already have fulfilled the curses. It's safe to say that was in Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, and Tobit, the 13th chapter, gives you the whole gist of it, our story. And now we're in a time where this is going to come to an end. And so these are messages from the Lord, and in His message, it's a message of hope, the kingdom, the gospel, the good news. And in that good news, the message of that, it's also bad news. Much hell, much death is going to have to come before the good parts come. And right now it's just the prep. It's just the preparation stage. And you can say it is going to get physical. It is going to get physical. It's because Isaiah 59 and 19. Esau's going to come down having great wrath. We know the Lord's going to lift up a certain standard for certain brothers. Didn't Samson lift a jawbone of Benaz to slay 1,000 men of the heathen nations, the Philistines? Because it says in the scriptures he was looking for an occasion to go to war against the Philistines. And in the spirit, that's what we're doing. So this second Edges, and I'll close out with 2 Edges 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word and make you ready to the battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon earth. Brothers, certain brothers of the elect, right, of the stock, of the good stock of the elect, are going to Yahweh Shah is going to lead the charge for his elect when he returns ultimately. Certain the elect, everybody be here. And they're gonna have to have faith.
2nd Esdras 13 and verse 20. Yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away. Because the elect is going to want to, certain of the elect want to live through those times that's going to come. That's why Ezra said here, it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world. There's certain of the elect that in their spirit, they don't want to leave here until they want to be here until they can look up and see the chariot of Yahweh Shai is going to come to lift them. Then to pass away as a cloud out of the world, and not to see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered unto me and said, I'm going to jump down to 23. He that shall endure the peril now this is the angel speaking. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. He that shall, which proves that you're going to have the false Christians' doctrine about a rapture is not going to be is a false. That's not how it's going to happen, because here Ezra mentions a certain of the elect man and woman that's still going to be here and not be carried up yet, meaning going into the spirit world. He that shall endure the peril in that time have kept himself. It says, whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind as far as the elect that's still going to be alive. When that great salvation happens, every one of the elect that's here is going to be taken once. Yahweh Shah is only going to come once. It's not going to be a second time he comes, and then he's going to come and then get some of his elect, and then come back again after a certain number of years and then get his elect. No, that's not how it's going to happen. When Yahweh Shah comes, he's going to come as a thief in the night. He's going to take each one of his elect that's still here, those that are already died, passed away a normal way, and are in the spirit world, they're already going to be in the chariots. Second Esdras, because here when you go into Second Esdras, you go into the 11th chapter. The Lord literally prophesied each one of the 12 Caesars in the Second Esdras, the 11th chapter. And I already did a breakdown on that on the Second Esdras, the 11th chapter, in one of my older videos on my Rumble page. And brothers have already done videos on that, breaking that one down. The Second Esdras 13, 23. He that shall endure the peril in that time have kept himself as far as having the faith. Isaiah 3, having Isaiah 3 and 6. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works, because they're still here. As long as you're on the earth, you're doing, and you're of the elect, doing his will, you have works. And faith towards God the Almighty. Faith, because you're going to be, the Lord is going to put it in your spirit to those elect that are going to still be left here behind to still have faith. Not to say those that are going to make it martyred ain't going to have faith. They ain't going to need faith because they're going to be already in the spirit world. In the spirit world, you don't need faith because you're already perfect. The angels don't need faith. They're already perfect. But they do have faith. Yeah, because faith is believing in what you don't see, but if you already see what you know what I mean. But that's the point. Hope this is edifying for the elect. Hopefully this is edifying for you, elect, if you stay this, still listening to the water. Just keep in there, and man, Shalom and Bar.